Finally, we're back up and running for a second episode of Agenda Ball. And with that said, let me big up the man them that are here. Firstly, let's big up Mr. Arsenal himself, Mo. And then we have here right beside me as well, Bastos finally here in the flesh and blood, representing Real Madrid.
Here.
And then, and then to our left, we have the one and only, you know, Mr. We won't call him Mr. Delusional, but we have McKenna, the Chelsea man. And yeah, we're all happy to be here. And yeah, let's get it kick-started, boys. How are you guys feeling about the season so far?
I'm gonna let it get started.
Good. Positive. My team is doing what I expected. We're experiencing growing pains right now. As you know, it's a young team. A new team that was put together, a lot of money from Bully and Co. So I didn't expect us to hit the ground running.
Excuses.
But we've had some performances that you guys didn't expect. We gave you guys a good scare until my keeper decides to give you some points. We've had some good performances, ups and downs, but it's all growing pains. We have some players coming back from injury. So it's not excuses, this is just facts. I'm just telling you. So I'm positive. Going into the new year, I think top 5 is still achievable.
That was a prediction, right? Top 5.
Yeah, top 5 is still achievable.
Mr. Arsenal? Yeah, top of the fucking league, yeah?
You know, I'm just saying number 1 because you know we're doing our thing. Shout out to Arteta, you know, for playing Kai Havertz. I always believed in him. You know, 2 goals. How many assists? 2 goals, 1 assist.
No, 2 goals, 2 assists, big man.
Yep. Let me not shortchange him. But yeah, it's been good so far. You know, this season I'm not trying to be too much. I'm trying to be humble. I'm not trying to run my mouth too much. Like we're probably gonna win the league by April, but.
Hey, big man, yo, let's cut that piece out still. I ain't even gonna lie.
Illusion.
Yeah, let's cut that piece out still. Alright, with that said, you know we have to let the real big man speak. Mr. Madrid, Royalty Club, 4-time Champions League winner. 14
Okay, come
times
on.
Champions League winner.
So.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, so far this season, I guess as a Madrid fan, you know, life is always good. We started with a lot of injuries this season, so I was thinking it's going to be interesting, but still W's, man.
I hate this guy is a small piece of like he's such a small
Bellingham FC.
Yo, he's so annoying because he can just come on the group chat and be like, hey, good morning everyone. It's because his team is doing well.
You know, like, no, honestly, like, with the amount of injuries we had, I thought, I mean, listen, man, Courtois, first team player, Militao, first team player, Vinicius, first team player, and these are...
You need to shout out Chelsea for giving you a goal, you know?
They had to make up for the hazard, eh?
I mean, exactly. You guys
we basically saved your season.
You guys had to make up for hazard. I mean, you guys didn't only save this season. I still believe, like, going back to the Liverpool Champions League final, Courtois was man of the match, so yeah, big up to you.
Please, let's focus on this season, yeah?
And with that said, on this season, I must say, yo, what a player in June.
What a player, man. Today was 16 games so far. In total, about 17 goal contributions. He's beat Ronaldo to that record. He's beat Di Stefano to that record. So right now, we've not had a player that has started in 16 games and has scored and assisted as much as he has. We didn't see it coming, but damn, we're definitely happy and great.
Do you think this is gonna continue for his career, or it's just like just the position he's playing and that's just what that is now?
For me, what makes him stand out from a lot of other young talents we see is you can tell he's focused on the football. There's no lot of distraction. You can see him on the pitch. It doesn't matter how many he scores. It doesn't matter if he scored the previous game or the game before that. You can always see he's always right there in the present. He always is there. He wants to win in the present. It doesn't matter.
Who you throwing shit at?
I'm not trying to shit at anybody.
You said he's focused on football, like. I'm just listen, man.
Hey, Madrid wanting Kai now. Just saying.
Well, again, like these are two.
Is they actually?
Yeah, Madrid wanting Kai now.
Everybody wants Chelsea players. Guys, stop this. You're acting like
again, guys. That's
But wait, why are you guys laughing? Everybody wants Chelsea players. Right? Madrid is They're crawling on their knees for Rhys James, as injury-prone as he is. Madrid wants Rhys James.
Madrid don't want.
They came for Courtois. Courtois got injured. They came for a second goalie. Man U crawled and gave us 60 million for Mason Mount. Arsenal came and shelled the money out for Kai Havertz. Everybody's looking for Chelsea products. All the Aston Villa, Tottenham, West Ham, everybody's crying for Conor Gallagher. Don't stop acting like Chelsea's.
I'm not going to speak on other teams. I'll speak on Madrid, right? Madrid will bid 1-2 on a player. We never crawl or are desperately in need of a player.
Hazard.
And we eventually did sign him.
You crawled though. You paid $100. You paid $120 million for a player in the last year's contract.
I'm getting to that. The player that we have gone after the most has to be Mbappe, and where we're sitting right now, this move, close the books on that.
You went after Hazard for 3 years.
And that's what I'm saying. We eventually did sign him.
That's
but we
basically
never
crawling.
No.
You crawled. If you sign a player in the last year of his contract for over $100 million, bro, you crawled now.
Considering the season he had that season, it makes sense. And the season before that, and the season before that.
1 year on his contract. It's only because he's from Chelsea, and what you associate with Chelsea is excellence. You know.
Bro, what's wrong with you?
I get that ball.
Yo, this guy said Chelsea and excellence, brother.
Bro, excellence.
Brother, last year was excellence, yeah? Yeah, definitely associate that.
Arsenal, I said this in the last episode. Arsenal is now loud because they've had one good season. You are now loud. We've won 2 Champions Leagues since you had a good season, so don't
focus on this season. Can we
focus on this season?
Let's come back here and now. Here and now. Come back to here and now.
Here and now.
We're focusing on the current. But you know, while Mr. Chelsea is glorifying himself, you know,
big up Chelsea.
You know, a couple of weeks back, you know, you guys, you remember when Ange Ball was popping?
Yeah.
Right? And you know, Chelsea.
We broke Tottenham.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You guys trashed them 4-1 still.
And broke them. Madison's gone. Van de Beek. You guys thank me. I made a space in the top 4 for everybody else.
Also, I just feel that we have to point out that a certain someone on this panel got into a wager with another someone on this panel about Cole Palmer and Kai Havertz. Someone said that Kai was gonna have more goal and assist contributions than Cole Palmer.
How much is Coleman though?
8.
But we chopped that quick, man. Yo, Kai activated.
Out of the goodness of my heart, I'm offering you a 90% cash out right now if you broke it.
Big man, let me tell you something. Yeah?
I am offering you a cash out now.
Oh, so
if you don't take it now, tomorrow is gone.
So when I was asking you for a cash out previously.
Oh, you asked for a cash out?
No, it was me. I was advocating
on my behalf.
Because you were so good at home.
For your 70 million player. You wanted a cash out.
Here one man. Yo,
5 million.
Yo, me, run it. Me come end of May 2024. I'll be collecting my money from this guy here.
You think Havertz is going to have more goals and more goal contributions than Palmer?
Super Kai.
On penalties. Nkunku is coming back to finish those chances that Palmer. You watch Palmer play, bro. You can stop this. I know you know football more than this.
I still have to have faith in Kai though.
Alright, cool. Let's come back to today's topic.
Kai is going to have more trophies than Palmer at the end of the season.
So, I'm going to ask Bastos, what have you made of Ange Postecoglou or Postecoglou? Can't pronounce the name. But
we're talking about
the Tottenham manager. Mate. You know, we're gonna get a crack on. You know, yeah, that guy.
I mean, considering where he took Tottenham from where they were, I would say he's off to a superstar. Mm-hmm. But obviously, like we're seeing all around in a lot of teams, not just Tottenham. We're seeing it in Newcastle. We're seeing it in Madrid. Just mentioned earlier, injuries are a big factor this season. A lot of teams are suffering from injuries, and he lost a few key players. Man, Madison was a really good player for him. Straight out the bat, like Madison was playing amazing goals, assists, and all that. And yeah, he picked up some injuries. They slowed him down a bit. A few bad results slowed him down, slowed the players down. But like I said, considering where he picked the team from last season to now, I feel like I'll give him an 8 out of 10 to start of the season. Like he's overwhelmed by whatever is going on. Whatever games, you can tell that he is right there in the moment, like knowing what he's doing. Like I'll give him that. He's off to a good start. I know you're not something I can see your face, but we gotta give props where it's due, and he has done amazing. And this is his first season coaching the Premier League, no?
Yeah, but I guess what I would say, to be fair, yeah, up until he lost a lot of his players, I definitely, as an Arsenal fan, I give him an 8 out of 10 for what he's done. However, I think he's going to struggle by the time we reach halfway through the season because I don't know, like 3 L's.
Again, guys, December, we all know, is the litmus test to not just players, not just teams, coaches as well. And especially going into December with the amount of injuries that he has right now, if he comes out on the other end of January with a few wins and points in his pocket, then top 5 still achievable for them. European football next season still achievable for them. Absolutely.
I think Chelsea will drop them still.
I will give Ange.
They're gonna finish on top of Chelsea this season.
No. I'll give Ange a 6, 7, give it a 7 over 10. My problem with Ange is we get it. The new manager bounce was great. The players bought in quick and all that. But the sign of a good manager is adaptability. You cannot keep doing the same things you were doing when you had a full complement of players. You're expecting Davies to run back the same way Van der Ven was running back. You're playing a high line against a 9-man.
But you play with what you have.
You play with what you have, but then you try to, this is the situation we have at hand now, let's make it work this way. You watch them against Aston Villa.
Bro,
Like, what you
I
guys-
know what you're saying. That same season, Liverpool got a sending up against Newcastle. They put guys behind the ball and they won the game, 2-0?
Yes. It's just, this is the situation we have right now, let's adapt to it. You can't come tell me this is the only style you know how to play. We haven't seen Ange do anything else at Tottenham. And if he keeps doing this highline thing, people are going to find him out. Salah's going to run in behind that line. They're playing Haaland tomorrow, no? Haaland's going to score a hat-trick if they all push Davies up to the
Bro, my prediction for that is 4-1. Tottenham 1.
Tomorrow is going to be a huge test for not just him,
You
but the guys as well.
can't be stuck in your ways in the Premier League. People, even Pep, as we know how Pep likes his football, Pep adapts, Pep changes stuff. Pep will bring in a new player,
It goes back to the point I just was talking about with Tunde. It's his first season in the Premier League, so a lot of things, even like we talk about players adapting to the league, coaches do the same.
I
So
beg,
coaches,
Ange, so far, 6 out of 10.
Yeah, that's
Nah,
exactly what
I
I'm
don't
saying.
think- I don't
And
think that's right.
let me tell you why I think it's 6 out of 10. First of all, bro, they gave this guy a pretty decent car and they just told him, yo, do whatever you want to do. Like, there's no pressure on that guy. That guy could have done anything and he would have addressed it.
and where he is right now is the best case outcome. He was on top of the league for how many weeks? 2 weeks.
Bro,
That's the best case scenario.
Bro,
He's
man,
doing
who's
the
the
best
8
case
games
scenario.
in, he was top of the league.
It doesn't matter who was on top of the league before
Arsenal were top of the
Christmas.
league for like 230 games last season. And
What I'm saying right now is for him and where he is right now, that is best case scenario.
Look,
I know.
I
For
just
somebody that
for somebody that came in with all that noise, he should be second or third. He should have won the Aston Villa game. Come on.
Bro, it's like literally,
He should have won.
it's like getting into an arranged marriage with a 10 out of 10 and then your boys are like, oh man, you did a great job. Bro, you were handed a dope situation. What else are you supposed
But
to do?
you're also going back on what you just said right now. There's no expectations on him.
No, he does not expectation. So he
That's what I'm
cannot be
saying.
an awful guy and it's just gonna
The
be
moment Tottenham fans started expecting, oh, maybe we are. Look at it now, it's all crumbling.
He has no Tottenham fans.
Guys, if you're okay, if you're being this harsh on this guy, I'm gonna bring up another manager. ETH.
Who?
ETH.
Ten Hag.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Ten Hag is
If you're gonna be this harsh on me,
Well, let me tell you something.
Let's talk about Ten Hag.
Let me tell you something. Ange has a group of players that are boarding. Ten Hag has a group of players that are just lackadaisical. Rashford is
and can
Bruno's emotion just goes with the flow of the game.
and it's something we can attribute to the manager as well. No?
It doesn't have to be the manager. Man U players are plotting how many coaches sacked. Come on, it's the team. The team needs a good.
Rashford was going through heartbreak, man.
It doesn't matter. Rashford is
going back on track.
Okay.
He's going back on
But
track.
right now we're talking about from perspective of manager now. From the perspective of Eric Ten Hag. Tunde, what you say? Where he is right now, where the season, where we are, almost in December.
Well,
And we're not talking just Premier League, we're talking Premier League, Europe, everything.
well,
Please, when you're speaking about Europe, say the proper Europe. Champions League. Because there are some people that are not in Europe.
And there's some that are in Europe.
Or they are in Europa League, or what's the other one?
They're not in any league. Chelsea is not in any
Or
league.
They're not interested.
Conference statement.
They're not even in conference.
Like, obviously, you know, you have to respect Chelsea, 2-time Champions League winners. But I'm just saying that we're in
And
the era
2-time
now.
Europa League winners, big 4 trophies.
We're in the kiss it again.
Yeah, Ten Hag. Personally, for me, if I'm being unbiased, I think last season was a decent season for him. He got to 2 finals, 1-1, delivered them to the Champions League.
Yeah.
So in terms of the minimal he could do, or I think that was a decent season for any first coach coming in, from where he had to pick up United. But in terms of
It was alright.
I know it's a Mickey Mouse Cup and thing, but like we have to give him just a slight little props, yeah. But in the second season, he hasn't shown that he's building on. It shows more like he's going down, he's going backwards instead of going forward. Because yeah, despite people talking about the stats of Rashford whenever he's not with his missus, but allegedly, but I mean, like, there's no way that you should have a player like Rashford and not be getting like full quality out of him.
Okay, I'm going to piggyback off a few points that Tunde just mentioned right now, right? So we all agree that Ten Hag had a decent first season, right? And you said an alright season, right? You said he won the Mickey Mouse Cup. Me personally, I don't know what that is. I only win big trophies, but so you said he won the Mickey Mouse.
I hate this man. This guy is so small.
So he won the Mickey Mouse Trophy. He got them Europe and all that, right? So now we're saying if for Tottenham right now they get Champions League football and they win either. What do you guys even call it right now? Is it Carling Cup or
Carabao?
You guys call it Carabao Cup, right? So if he wins the Carabao or the FA and then gets the Champions League, then we're saying that's a good season for him too now.
Guys. We'll say that's a good season for him. But we're comparing ETH to Ange. ETH's first season, he delivered. Where we don't know what.
But he also had enormous amount of funding too. He went. Who did he bring in on his first season? Let's count the people he brought in. Let's count how much he spent compared to what Ange has.
But you know the reason the bad press that ETH is getting now this season is because a lot of people are not actually showing us the kind of turmoil in that club. Anthony's problem in Brazil, Sancho's issue, Varane has issues with the coach. At some point, this guy was talking with Lindelof, Maguire, and Evans. It's not been easy. ETH is not a terrible coach. This season, I'd say ETH has put it together more than Ange has, because Ange hasn't had to go through. Wait, hold on, listen to me. This man has had all this stuff. I'm telling you, Anthony was suspended for a couple of games. He was training out of the team. Man hasn't played. Sancho hasn't played.
Let's not bring up the Sancho issue because that's as much money.
Martinez hasn't played at all. Lindelof has been the one playing with Maguire, Evans. Varane is causing issues. It's a big ego team. We have problems in every corner of that team. Martial is the most inconsistent player ever. This man has to depend on Mainu and Pellistri and Garnacho.
We can say the same thing about Eddie Howe. We can literally say something about Eddie Howe.
Eddie Howe.
And look at the difference in the game today. It looked like they were playing a championship team in Manchester United.
Leave Eddie Howe out of this. We're talking about Eric Ten Hag and
all these Ten Hag apologists.
That's what I'm saying. I don't.
You have to take all these things into consideration, though.
Nah, bro.
How many coaches are going to be able to?
Nah, bro. The guy came in there and he's there.
First of all,
he's going to topple dynasties. Isn't that what he said?
I'm seeing that as an excuse because listen, man. If we look at what Eddie Howe is doing with Newcastle right now, it's arguable to say that Ten Hag has a better team in Manchester in terms of player caliber than Newcastle.
No.
Yes, they do. It's
like you pick Newcastle's left back over Man's left back. You pick Newcastle.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Luke Shaw over Dan.
Okay, Luke Shaw just came back.
It don't matter, bro.
Luke Shaw has played 2 games or 3 games since he came
Luke
back.
Shaw is still better than Dan, bro.
Okay, I'm joking.
the only players that would break into the United team from Newcastle are
Guimaraes.
Trippier,
Guimaraes, Joelinton.
No.
Bro, you
They
don't
will
know
start.
ball. You
No,
don't
they
know
will- they
ball.
will start. No.
What are you saying?
I'm telling you,
You
it's
would start
Guimaraes.
who would you start apart from Bruno? Who would you start in that midfield over Joelinton?
Eriksen,
Casemiro.
Casemiro.
No,
we are forgetting
these
about-
guys, you don't talk about names, talk about ability right
Ability, I'm
now.
going off of ability.
Ability
to say-
right now. Casemiro cannot cover the
Joelinton
ground.
was bought as a 50 million pound striker, and they turned him into a
Casemiro
DM.
cannot cover the ground that Joelinton covers.
Bro,
what
they bought Joelinton to score goals,
like,
man. They bought Joelinton to score
but
goals.
did they repurpose him or not?
The guy is
Saka was a left back, wasn't
No, he wasn't.
Saka was a left back. Gary Bale was a left back. People get repurposed to find that.
Saka was not a left back. Saka played left back.
Did Saka play left back or no? Talk to me.
He played left back
Saka.
when they brought him into the team as
Exactly.
a first team.
Okay.
As a youth player,
Joelinton played as a striker and now he's found. Joelinton has found his position. This
This
man.
off track now.
Okay.
Come on now, like think about it, right? Joelinton, what age did Newcastle buy Joelinton? When he was like in his mid-20s. We bought in a
50
young.
million pounds.
First of all, his first game that Saka played for Arsenal, he played it on the left side as a winger. Then when we were going to Calamity, we brought him in as a left back, as a fuller. But this kid was playing as a winger all his youth academy days, right? And then we eventually transitioned him into his position. So Joelinton was bought as a striker in his mid-20s.
Is he better? Is
established
he better
as a
now
striker.
than as a striker? Is he better now than as a striker? or no?
Of course he is now.
Did you watch him against Chelsea? This man covers ground. He covers a lot of ground.
Yeah, no.
Bruno Guimaraes is better than most Man U midfielders. Alexander Isak is better than any striker Man U has. Even the second striker Wilson is great. Everybody will pick Gordon over Man U's wingers right now. Current
It
ability.
depends on who you're asking.
You only pick Rashford over Gordon?
No,
Hey, that's why I say it depends on who you're asking.
Gordon-
I'm just like
You're
talking
ever mentioning Rashford? A lot of United fans will pick Garnacho over him.
over Gordon.
Yes.
Oh wow.
A lot of United fans will pick that.
I would still go Gordon just
Delusional
because
FC guys, come on, we know this.
that Garnacho is.
We're going like way off track. We're going like
Yeah.
way off track.
It's off track,
But-
but
I'm just
He
saying.
went off track because of you.
Yes, because you guys are giving
Started having less little things again.
giving Ten Hag too much grief, man.
I feel like it's grief he deserves because you can't spend that much money, have a team, and again, a lot of people are saying, oh, but they have, this person is not performing, that person is not performing. Ten Hag went to Ajax and picked Anthony for the amount of money he picked Anthony. When Kudus, we all know what Kudus is doing at West Ham right now.
Before you continue, Bastos. So just to let you know, Nicola Pepe was acquired for 72 million by Arsenal. He delivered more than Anthony. No longer classified a flop because of Anthony. That's what Anthony has done.
Still a flop, please.
But continue, Bastos.
What kind of left field answer?
No, it's a good point.
Nah,
I like that point. I like that point because we're putting things to context.
Don't this Nicola Pepe.
I like that point because I like putting things to context because I remember the amount of stick that Nicolas Pepe was getting. And
There's
now
no relevance to that.
No, there's not. I think there's the only relevance
It's just my agenda now.
exactly the only relevance is it gives us context. And again, I go back to what I was saying. A lot of people are giving Ten Hag stick because of the spending and how the money was spent. He went to Ajax and picked up Anthony. Okay. We saw what West Ham went and did with half of that money in picking up Kudus. We all have seen what Kudus is putting up right now.
Oh come on, what's
West
Kudus
Ham.
putting out?
Come on.
Where's West Ham? What's his contribution to winning? West Ham is struggling. West Ham won the conference.
I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I think it's still a little too early to compare. I personally prefer Kudus as a player. But
He hasn't done much. He hasn't done much.
Come on. I have a.
I mean, he scored against Arsenal, so like I'm mad about
Not
that.
even
but-
just that, guys. His numbers in Europe are good. His numbers in the Premier League are good as well. I'm
Yeah,
saying
Europa
he's not putting up crazy amount of numbers, but we're talking about impact on a team. The impact he's having on West Ham is significantly more than the impact that.
Well, he's not even a starter at West Ham.
Yes, he is. What are you saying, man?
Yeah, he's a starter.
Lately.
He starts, yeah.
Lately, he's
No,
not
and
starting.
the-
It was a question.
And the only reason,
Kudus has 2 goals and 1 assist.
the only reason
In the Prem, that's in the Prem alone though.
The only reason why,
2 goals and 1 assist.
more than the entire front line of Ten Hag,
Whoa, shots.
I'm just saying.
I wish Shelby was here.
I'm just saying again. For me, you guys always know this. Like, as much as yes, it's good to talk about stats and numbers, I talk about influence on the team, and that's why, again, this was very controversial. A lot of Arsenal fans would maybe agree with me or wouldn't, but I believe that Jesus signing last season was one of the most impactful signings in the Prem in terms of effects that a player had on the team. If he had not gotten injured when he got injured, I believe that you guys would have gone on to win. That's what I
And
think.
then I don't want to hear that shit.
The injury that killed us now was Saliba. It wasn't Jesus.
Yeah, I think so.
Brother, it was party, fam.
No, but I get what Bastos is saying. Is like, you know,
The coach goes out to sign players and spend X amount of money on players. So we can't make excuses for that coach and say, oh, but this, oh, but that. No, he went out, he had complete control to get those groups of people that he is playing with right now. So it's not fair we're being super strict on one manager and we're giving excuses for Ten Hag. Ten Hag deserves to be under fire as much as any other manager in the league.
Hey,
Because
at
this is
least,
his second
at least
season.
Anthony has got some like attitude to United. He has a very crazy frown. And he's always there fighting players.
He was the best player in the last Champions League game.
He was, but what was the scoreline though?
But tied 3-0.
One person can
After being ahead 2-0.
all
one man can play it all.
He can frown his way to a good performance.
as a matter of fact, right? I watched that game, right?
Yeah.
And then the first thing I was watching it with this lad over here, right? And you know, Anthony did 2 wicked dribbles, and you know, all we could have said, oh shit, Anthony's dribbling.
Did Anthony score today? If Maguire wasn't
Oh,
standing
we're
there.
going to give some votes. I can't.
Oh wait, no, he's not. Did you see the goal today?
I just like to point out that I didn't watch the game live because that's during
But you saw the highlights.
that's during workouts. I watched the rerun.
Yeah.
That was during workouts. I did not watch that.
And it was just unlucky that Maguire
Another huge point relating to Ten Hag is, again, the decision to force De Gea out and bring Onana in. That's all I'm going to say. Here, in case you want to add something to that.
Why are we still talking about this bald guy? Like, for real, dude. Like,
Well,
I have a left field question to ask. Who do you guys think is going to be the first manager to get fired in the Premier League?
Vincent Kompany.
Nope. No, company won't get
something
sacked.
today.
Company won't get
Against
sacked.
Sheffield. That's
5-0.
Still, he played last year in the championship. That's the only thing they look good against.
Let me pull up the table though. I don't think it's company.
Yeah, he is.
Company is last. If not ever, no, he's not. Sheffield
I'm
is
going to
last.
pull up the table.
No, like company. I have to look at the table and then I can.
Everton got a points deduction. Don't forget that. So ignore them at the bottom of the
I'm
table.
sure Sean Dyche is not getting fired. It's not his fault. They have shit lawyers.
And then Everton won 1-0 today too, right?
Yeah, and they won away to
They're not firing the coach on Luton because their expectation is just to go back down. Like, they're not firing
Who's the
Sheffield.
coach of Bournemouth? Isn't he that Spanish guy?
Yeah.
I think depending on Bournemouth is that.
They're on the up. They're on the up.
I guess Bournemouth boys, it's kind of.
Bro, you heard-
Newcastle.
Yo, Vinny Company, shout out my guy. You're getting fired first.
I think it's ETH.
They're not gonna fire.
Nah,
that guy.
Ten Hag is not. Because let me tell you what United are using, right? They're trying to use the Arteta model, saying, oh, Arteta won trophy in his first year, then second year he finished 8th, so you have to give Ten Hag time. Which is true. In this modern age of football, you have to give the coaches just a little bit more time than the usual, but players are sent to United to die. Fact is that, I always tell them, I was making this fact the other day, right? If Paul Pogba had gone to Arsenal, right, for whatever money, right, he would be in a better mental health space right now. You're telling me they bought one of the best midfielders and turned him into shit. That's what United did.
Brother, where are you going with all these, man?
It's just my wild
What are
take
you
now.
talking about Pogba?
Because I'm letting you know that club, every player that's gone to that club has died. The only reason why Bruno hasn't died yet is because he's a fucking murderer, man. I'm telling you that. Pogba.
I can add a few players to that list too. I mean, they all managed to somehow revitalize their careers. Well, I can put Di Maria into that list. I can put Sanchez into that list. We're going to really talk about again.
Brother, hold on 1 second. Like, first of all, this is not the first time this guy brought up this shit. We went to go watch a Raptors game, like in the middle of Raptors Phoenix, bro. This guy sees a United fan across the thing. I'm just sitting in the middle, and he's like shouting over me, like, yo, Pogba is miserable at United. Nobody, yeah, what? What do you?
For me, I'm always so hard on United because, guys, I call them delusional FC because, one, as far as I'm concerned, they have been an average club for the past decade.
Since Fergie left.
Yeah, United is a small team. They are not part of the big four anymore.
Ooh.
I have said
Hot take.
It's not.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Shelly's not here, so I feel the need to defend.
Yeah,
I feel the need to defend this club to some
And I wish
extent.
she was. But again, no defense here, guys. And again, I like how that's why I respect Arsenal fans a lot. You guys were on the down for like almost a dozen years. Like
Say it again, how many years?
like almost 12 years.
One more time, how many years?
But guys, again,
How you start sentence with respect? Proceed to disrespect.
No. That's why I respect and I talk football with us. I've said this before. I never talk football United fans.
Agenda ball question.
Yes.
Since
Go ahead
since
first.
Man U was not what are the big clubs?
I'll get to the big but I'm going to say is for me that the reason why I talk football with Arsenal fans and not United fans is Arsenal fans are realistic fans, right? United fans, I call them delusional FC because they still believe they're a big team. They're not a big team, guys.
But our cameraman is a United fan. And he's just covering. He's just covering his face.
I can pass the mic to you, bro. we can have this conversation. But no, go back to guys. It's like it's the delusional, how delusional they get when you talk. Yes, you can buy big players, you can get big managers, and they keep saying United is the biggest club in the world. Guys, you have to accept where you are. If they don't accept, even goes to the players, goes to the managers, goes to the boardroom. If you don't accept where you are, you can't build up from there.
But they're saying that based on the rankings, the value.
It's the rankings, the revenue, the
value.
but we're talking strictly football
on
here.
the football part,
On the pitch, bro, they're a small club. You have to be a small club to be winning 2-0 against Galatasaray and then tie the game 3-3. That's small team antics.
And to even make it worse, that Galatasaray team or a team of what do you call that? Makeups. You know,
Exactly.
They're failed players who
Misfits.
yeah, misfits.
I know Torreira,
Zaha,
Ziyech,
I'm
Icardi.
actually quite impressed.
Yeah.
I'm actually quite impressed about how they play. Taking nothing away from Galatasaray, they're actually looking good.
Yeah.
They're actually looking good. So, again, you see, I lost my train to whenever I talk about it.
Manu, all he's saying is Manu is no longer a big club. Arsenal was not a big club. Arsenal is
Do we
making-
agree that Man U is no longer a big club?
Hey,
Raise your
listen, guys,
hands.
come on.
Raise your hands.
We all know, come on.
Raise your hands.
Come on.
Not raising your hand, Agabi.
Come on.
I can't be that incendiary. Like United are a big club. They're still a big club.
I don't want to agree with that. As much as I want to be a hater, I don't want to agree. I don't want to say United has not been a big club. Even since go ahead. Let me hear you.
I can't believe I'm about to agree with you, but I'm with you on this. But you're about to show that you're actually a hater. Because the next time I'm going to ask you right now is going to prove that you're a hater.
Okay.
Let's stop for the life of me. Just stop talking about Rich James and Trent in the same sentence. I think it's been on
Yes,
my chest.
sir.
It's been on my chest for a while.
Yes,
Rich James
sir.
had one good season, and y'all niggas will be calling this guy like he's the next best thing since sliced bread.
Nobody-
But availability is also a skill.
Okay,
Trent
fine.
is
If
a
we're
bad
talking, if every player was fit right now,
Salah.
99% of coaches would pick Rhys James over Trent. Trent is a liability on the defense. What you say, Rhys James guy?
Unfortunately, he's never fit. So
I'm just saying, a better player. We're not saying if he's best in fitness, to carry it and give Trent the gold medal. But come on, you can't go on Twitter Spaces or anywhere and see anybody talking about Rhys James' defensive deficiencies. Nobody ever plays their faster defender on this side to cover for Rhys James. Everybody plays Thiago Silva next to Rich James because they know Rich James can hold his own. If you ask Rafael Leao, you ask Vinny Jr., you're a Madrid fan, who's the toughest right back you ever played against? They all say Rich James.
That's Kyle Walker, isn't it?
No, go and check it. Go and check it. They interviewed Vinny.
Check where.
Am I lying?
Check
Bastos a Madrid fan.
Put the link in the video.
Vinny was in his pocket.
I beg.
Doku came and killed the game before Chelsea's game. He came against Rich James and they had to yank the man off after 50 minutes because Rich James gave him no time of day. The man can come there and tell you, okay, Baba, you're not passing here. This is my space.
It's the same guy not passing that got 2 red cards from tackling someone.
But we get it.
That got 2 yellow cards from tackling somebody. Sorry, shall not pass.
It's not how many. So all the times Apate has gotten red card, does it mean that Apate is a bad player?
How many times has Partey gotten a red card?
This is Rich James' first red card. How many times has Partey gotten a red card?
You tell me now.
No, you understand, man. Give me. Has he gotten a red card or not?
Check it.
Has he gotten one or not? He has. Does it make you a bad player? So cannot make you a bad player. The ability. Rafael Leao says it, Baba, that guy he was difficult. Doku is going to respect. Nobody is scared of Trent. Every coach that plays against Liverpool tries to go down Trent's wing. Nobody tries to go down with James. They go and try to
Who was the man of the
go.
match against Liverpool City? Who was the man of the match?
Who? Trent? Because he scored? Come on, because he scored.
That's what we see.
Because he scored. We're talking about defensive prowess. Okay, Rich James can give you 90%, like let's say 80% defense every game. Trent to give you 60% this game and 20% next game.
It's a very...
His offense, but bro, if you're a right back, your first job is D. And Trent and Rich James
Dani Alves is one of the greatest right backs ever played the game. And I don't think defense is his biggest attribute.
Dani Alves, you won't put Dani Alves in the same stratosphere as Rich James defensively. People are scared of Alves because at least he had a mean streak to him. You come down his wing and he can't take the ball, he will take you. Trent can't even do that. The guy don't. Why has this? I mean, he's can't tackle anybody, that guy. Trent is an attacker. England plays that man in the midfield. That's how you know he's not a right back.
Southgate is a bottom.
He is not a right back. They play that man in center defense because all he does is he passes. He's a great passer. He's a way better passer than Rich James. We'll give him that by far. Rich James can pass like him, but as a right back, Rich James is more. You want crosses, he'll give it to you. You want offense.
I'd rather have Trent on my team than Rich
God
James.
damn, this is why the team you coached lost 6-2 2 weeks ago.
Brother, you play on that team. You play on that team. You play on that team and you miss how many freaking chances. What do you mean?
Full disclosure.
Yo.
1, 2, 3. He's the gaffer. He's the Ballon d'Or. This is the part-time striker, but he does score though.
Highest goal scorer on the team.
I just want to come up here and say that if I don't score, I always assist. Bellingham, that's all I'm saying.
I have a hat trick this season. I have a 2-goal performance.
You scored 4 goals.
I've scored in every game I've played. Every single one.
That second game, you owe me 2 goals.
But I scored 2 this time.
And the other 2 encore.
Who assisted?
Did I score
Who
2?
assisted you?
The other 2 encore.
Did I score 2
goals though?
No, we all the 3 goals. I used 2 of them. I had to fight. One pass, keeper. I intercepted and scored.
1 second. First of all,
All the hat trick. Go you see that flick now?
that's what I'm saying. For context.
Hey, cameraman, you see the flick of the neck? It was like this.
For context, the 6-2, our goalie got injured after like 10 minutes. Really bad knee injury.
We were down 2-0 at that point.
Yes.
I'm not trying to discredit his coaching skills because if he says it's
What
going to
you
be
play for me? What you mean?
because I play for you because no I feel bad for you. Your team is
By the way, we're playing the same team. You know what? Hold on. Also, we're also not. I'm gonna have to defend myself because that game we're playing, Ike was drifting a little bit too much to the left, right? And he's very, very right-footed. We have a talk, Ike drifted a little bit more to the right. Didn't you score after that?
Oh no, that wasn't because of your talk.